This question is multiple choice with 4 possible choices, and we are to match which of the 4 equations would produce a graph that looks like the one shown here. So before looking at our 4 choices, you should realize that all of our choices involve the absolute value function. So you should think of the function y equals absolute value of x, whose graph is shown here, as the parent function, and we need to alter its equation in a way that the graph of the new equation would no longer look like this, but would rather look like the graph in our problem. Here I have a quick summary of how to alter an equation in order to get to move a graph up, down, left, or right. So I'd like to start by noticing that the absolute value function looks like the letter V in the alphabet that has a low point here at 0, 0. Notice in our graph, the bottom part of the V is not at 0, 0, rather it's at 2, negative 4. So perhaps the best way to look at this is to think of what it would take to move a single point at 0, 0 to this desired location here at 2, negative 4. To move the point 0, 0 to 2, negative 4, you could first move to the right 2. And according to my summary up here, to move a graph to the right, one must alter the equation of a parent function by subtracting a number not on the output but on the input. Notice that if you take the output of a function and subtract a number, and again I'm assuming C and D are positive, so this is subtracting a number on the output, that would shift the graph down. But right now I want to consider how to move to the right 2 units. So to move to the right 2 units, do not subtract 2 on the output, we want to subtract 2 on the input of the function. So here is our parent function, y equals absolute value of x. X is the input. And you can think of all of this, the absolute value of x, as being the output. Since I want to subtract 2 on the input, that would go inside, and that would move the graph to the right 2. Then, since I need to move the point down 4 units, my summary says to move the graph down, you must subtract a number on the output of the function. Since I want to move down 4, d would be 4 in my case. So when I subtract 4, notice I will do it on the output of the function. So it's important to think of all of this as being the output of my function. After all, you likely know that the variable y here is the output variable, and it's equal to all of this. So if this is the output variable, that means all of this is the output. So I'm going to take my output variable, and I'm going to subtract 4. That would look like this. And this equation matches the third choice here, given in the problem.